Hey everybody, what's up? It's Joel, aka The Daily Guru, and it's time for another edition of Something Old, Something New. Today for Something Old, we're not going to go too far back, but it's one of my all-time favorite records and one that you have to own. It's 2005 and it's Esthero's Wikked Lil Grrrls. On her first album, she made her phenomenal voice and her ability to create amazing moods completely apparent. But it's on this record where she shows her entire personality, showing her range both sonically as well as within the issues that she addresses across the record. The opening track remains today one of the most perfectly crafted and absolutely on-point rallying cries against the mediocrity in music. And sadly, it rings just as true today as it did more than 6 years ago. Whether it's a club-style dance track, an entrancing samba, a wonderfully catchy, bubbly pop tune, a moody, deeply introspective number, or her completely captivating ambient sound, Esthero shows more range in every sense of the word than almost anybody else in music. At the core of all of these sounds is her voice. And not only is it absolutely distinctive, but she shows no limits in terms of the vocal scale or the power that she can bring to a track. And hers is the sort of voice that once you hear it, you wonder how you ever survived without it. Along with her phenomenal singing, Esthero brings an equally impressive array in terms of the themes she explores in the lyrics on Wikked Lil Grrrls. She touches on the most true and raw feelings of love, lust, and loss, to her own empowerment, to the hypocrisy found all across the music industry. Yet regardless of what theme or style she's exploring, it all comes together as an amazing, perfectly cohesive unit. In the end, there's not another artist quite like Esthero, and Wikked Lil Grrrls is as entrancing and outright addictive an album as you'll find anywhere. So do your ears and soul a favor and get yourself a copy. Thank me later. Today for something new, we're going to check out the most recent release from the Cowboy Junkies, and it's called Wilderness. For nearly 3 decades, the Cowboy Junkies have been putting out their distinctive brand of music, and if somehow you've never heard their amazing sound, now's as good a time as any to right that wrong. Wilderness is actually the 4th and final release in their Nomad series, as the band managed to put out 4 albums of amazing music in just under 2 years. Given the overall quality of the collective unit of all 4 albums, to call it impressive is a massive understatement. This being the final album of the set, Wilderness certainly has a tone of ending all across it. And while it's not cold in any way, there's certainly a wintry or feeling of winding down that runs through the entire album. The record opens with a sound and a mood that's nothing short of completely captivating and borders on outright ethereal. And yet that soul, that spirit that the Cowboy Junkies have perfected over their career is perfectly balanced in the overall mix and sound. This mood and tone persists throughout the entire record, and due to the wistful, somewhat dark feel that you get on these songs, this record is far more akin to that normal sound they portray as opposed to the first 3 volumes in the Nomad series. But that's not to say that Wilderness is of some lesser quality or value within the series, it's actually quite the opposite. Each song pulls you deeper and deeper into their mood and into the album, and even when the pace picks up a little bit, the mood is never broken. It's the almost crying touches in the background of Damage from the Start that turn that song into one of the most outright beautiful ever recorded. All in all, Wilderness is a superb closing to the Nomad series, as well as one of the best records this band has put out in years. So on the buy it or borrow it, the Cowboy Junkies' new record Wilderness is an absolute buy it. So that's what I got for you guys today. I hope you dug it. If you did, go ahead and click subscribe, go ahead and leave a comment or click like, whatever you want to do. Remember that if you leave a comment here or you share this video via my Facebook page, you're automatically entered into a contest to win at least 4 of the albums I recommend at the end of the month. If you want to email me, you can do that at thedailyguru@gmail.com, and check out my website where every single day I talk about the greatest music ever made at thedailyguru.net. You can follow me on Twitter, Facebook, and Tumblr right here, and we'll see you guys again tomorrow.